When I began making content, I had no idea how much my thoughts were keeping me from living the life I wanted. I could see so many other people in my life and online achieving their ambitions, and I just assumed they were working harder than I was. Even though I was putting hours into researching, scripting, or creating videos, I still struggled immensely to post a final product. It wasn't until early this year that I came to a realization that allowed me to make progress in my work. Setting goals is like navigating uncharted land. You have a general idea of where you want to go, but you have no idea what skills you need, what knowledge you don't have, or what psychological barriers you need to overcome to get there. To figure those out, you need to have specific actions you're taking that bring you closer to your target. So, if your goal is to get to the other side of uncharted land, the action is trying to walk in the right direction. Those actions give you the data you need to find your weaknesses and improve. For instance, I decided to start waking up at 7 a.m. so I could begin work earlier. Every day, my alarm would go off at 7, and I would wake up and think, oh great, another day of failing. Then I would get on Instagram for 45 minutes or go back to sleep. The action of waking up early showed me that I had extremely negative self-talk. When I made a change and started deliberately thinking affirming thoughts in the morning, I was able to get up and actually start my day the way I wanted to. Another example happened when I decided to apply for a job that would give me SEO skills that I could use for my channel. I matched all of the requirements, and I wasn't that excited about the position, so I didn't really care if I got it, but I still took 2 days, working over 6 hours each day to make sure the application was perfect. I realized these weren't the actions of a lazy person, which I had believed I was. Lazy people don't spend 2 days working nonstop on something they aren't that invested in. These were the actions of a person who massively overthought every decision out of anxiety. I never would have figured that out if I hadn't decided to apply for the job. I switched from hating myself because I wasn't at my destination and just started looking at the current issue that was holding me back. Once I did that, I started to actually find solutions. So, this is the formula that I am now using that I wish I'd had 3 years ago. Step 1. Set a goal. For example, learning Spanish. This is your North Star, your dream outcome. You don't know how long it'll take to get there, but this is a goal you want to achieve. Step 2. Think of specific actions you could take that would bring you closer to that goal. Very importantly, think of actions you could film yourself doing. The reason you want to think of filming yourself is that it forces you to get specific and concrete. You can't film Spanish entering your brain, but you can film yourself downloading Duolingo and studying for 10 minutes every morning. Step 3. Become a conscious observer of your own experience. I spent 3 years working for hours every day and psychologically abusing myself because it never occurred to me that my problem wasn't my work ethic. It was overthinking and self-sabotage. When I started observing my own experience instead of beating myself up, I began to find solutions. Step 4. When obstacles arise, look at them with curiosity instead of judgment. As you take actions to accomplish your goals, barriers will inevitably appear. Maybe there'll be inconveniences like not having enough time in the day, or psychological issues like self-doubt. When they show up, relax and deal with them like a tangled up knot. You don't judge a rope for being tangled. Don't judge yourself for having a barrier. You didn't choose to have it. Slowly analyze and untangle the issue and test different solutions. You'll know you're making progress when the old barriers no longer stop you from doing what you need to do. Step 5. Focus on enjoying the journey. You don't know when you will reach the destination, so try to make the journey as pleasant as possible. When I started making YouTube videos, I showed my face because I thought that was what I was supposed to do, and I made the process much harder for myself. Then I gave myself permission to make the faceless videos I wanted to make. When I started making the videos I enjoyed instead of what I thought I was supposed to do, the process became much easier. As the writer and professor Joseph Campbell said, "Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls. The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are. If you can see your path laid out in front of you step by step, you know it's not your path. Your own path you make with every step you take."